So what you can do, rather than drag them out, you can pick them up and dump them down.
Easy, 9 years of professional wrestling.
Sounds fair. B marker. 3, 2, 1, go! And up you go. And cut the camera. I'm going to put a pin in this to hold that there, and then I'm going to, do that, yeah.
Hi, Bubby.
Mum, where's the scary man?
The scary man's on set, monkey.
But I want to see him last.
I don't know that you want to see him, darling.
Yes, I do, Mum.
He's been eating small creatures and his beard's covered in blood.
I do want to see him.
Well, I saw the Dol Guldur set through the eyes of my sons.
Is he on set now?
So that did him in. That was his first Halloween experience.
Probably his last.
They found it really scary. It took them a long time to actually step up onto it, for starters. They wanted to go and touch the spikes and the bits to make sure. And then once they realised that that was all made incredibly scary by the art department, but was in fact soft, they felt a lot better.
Somebody's been having a barbecue. Probably illegal.
I think it was 2 weeks that the Aussies came in. In came the Elven King, Hugo Weaving. And in came Kate Blanchett, Galadriel.
You want to basically end up just standing on top of that little staircase over there, because that staircase continues going up to where Gandalf is. So this is you heading towards Gandalf. B marker.
In the book, she goes to Dol Guldur really only to expel the Necromancer, but what Peter really wanted to enhance was that she goes in to expel the Necromancer, yes, but she also goes in to save Gandalf.
But it involved Kate carrying a relatively light representation of me, a dummy.
We've got a Gandalf dummy that's travelling, which isn't to be here after lunch, but so that's for carrying him. But
I mean, you're only using him in white goods, right?
well, it depends on whichever one gives us a better performance, darling. I mean, that's who we go with.
Just come in alongside. There we go.
You know, if you close your eyes here and look like the dummy. Okay, there we go. This could be a new stage routine, couldn't it? You shall not pass. You shall not pass.
Shall not pass.
He looked a little bit like Michael Gambon. So Ian and I would call him Michael.
He plays Dumbledore in Harry Potter, and he and I are sometimes, not to say often, mistaken for each other.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning, Michael. Now.
He's actually on the call sheet as Mike Gambon.
Why wouldn't he be? He's played as big a role in the scene as you. Of course he has to have his own name on the call sheet.
I asked him one day after his play he was in London, I said, do you ever get mistaken for me? Because I often get mistaken for him. Oh, he said, all the time. I said, what do you do? He said, oh, I just signed your name. So he'll be pleased to know that he was in The Hobbit, even though only by name. And he plays the dummy.
Marker.
Because we did some of the shots with the dummy first, because, you know, obviously Ian's in such demand, having to do various different things, we had to establish something with the dummy before Ian had a chance to do it. So I think it was a bit of a low moment for Sir Ian when I told him that that the dummy actually did it better.
It's okay, Ian. Don't be sad.
And he had to sort of match what the dummy had done.
So you just have to be up in the crook of Kate's arm there, Ian.
Wait a bit more. Oh, big baby.
Big baby.
It was a bit cheeky, but he gracefully did it. But he did it better in the end. Marginally.
Is that desperately uncomfortable for you, it is a bit? You can give your shoulder on me. Yeah, it is.
We talked a lot about the way we should sit, because obviously a lot of the battle rages around them, and Peter really wanted to create a sense of cradling a higher spirit.
I remember the first time I saw the Pietà in Rome with the Madonna holding Christ, and it was so sorrowful, so sad, and yet so protective. It's the mother, isn't it? It's the protective female spirit that we wanted to embody.
As long as it doesn't say Mother of God and Jesus Christ.
You just have to shift the iconography a bit.
Just a titch, just a...
Okay. But anyway, if you still want to lie down, Ian.
Where the potty is.
Where the hobby is, you can get a nice warm neck. Kate is the Madonna, but Ian's not Jesus. By any stretch. So we're all right.
I don't think that Ian and Kate had ever worked together. I mean, even on Lord of the Rings and the Fellowship, you know, Gandalf had died just before Galadriel comes into the story. So they didn't have any scenes together. So this was the first time.
We get on very well together, and there's an emotional connection based on mutual trust and admiration for each other. So observers might think, ooh, what's going on there between Galadriel and Gandalf?
It's not hard to be flirtatious with Ian.
I guess you could call it a special chemistry. Other people would call it snogging. They seemed to sort of fall in love with each other almost instantaneously, and it was hard sometimes to prise them apart to shoot scenes.
Okay, all right. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay.
Ian's a wicked man, and I like a little bit of wickedness.
The money shot.
Yeah, no, hang on. Yeah, that's the one.
I sort of fell in love with Kate, really. I think perhaps almost my favourite scene in all the films is that little one that of Galadriel and Gandalf.
You are not alone.
Exchanging rather soupy looks. They clearly like each other enormously.
Perhaps in another life, if only wizards and elves could procreate. There's another movie, Peter. The Secret Life of Galadriel and Gandalf.
That's the last photograph before the camera gets smashed.